Here we are, summertime just about upon us, and beach trips are at the top of the list. So we're all watching the skies, aren't we, to make sure a storm doesn't come and ruin it all.
Hurricane season starts this weekend, and with it, a renewed interest in anything that's churning up in the Atlantic.
That's so true, because all that churning could mean tons of people coming here. The CSRA is a hurricane evacuation zone, so the low country's storm surge could be our population surge. Meteorologist Jason Nappy now to tell us just what happens when all those evacuees end up here.
It's been over 100 years since the last major hurricane struck Georgia's coastline. But this year, above average ocean temperatures are one reason the southeast could get hit.
If we were to have a hurricane and people were to come here, we don't normally allow pets or children, but that's out in case of an emergency. I would allow pets and children here.
Debbie Rowe is the resident manager for Affordable Suites in Augusta, and she has seen what happens during hurricane evacuations.
Well, I've lived in areas where, when hurricanes came in, we would have a huge influx of people that would come in, and they'd bring their pets, they'd bring their children, any belongings they had, and we took care of them, regardless of what the restrictions were at the property at the time.
Rose says that her dog Kelsey is a big part of her family too. And even though the rules don't allow hotel guests to bring pets, she would make an exception during a hurricane.
I'd bring them in, they could stay in the courtyard, we'd put them wherever we could put them if needed. I have a pet myself, and I would never leave my animal behind under any circumstances.
Rose had Kelsey for 7 years and says that it doesn't matter how bad the weather gets or who shows up at her door, she would find a place for evacuees.
We're pretty booked for June and part of July, but we do have some rooms left, and what we have left, I would let any kind of hurricane victims come in.
Disasters are always an opportunity for gas stations and hotels to price gouge, but Rose says that won't happen at her hotel while she's in charge.
That's something that I've seen done before, and no, I would never do that.
Okay.
And neither would my company.
For more information on how to prepare for a hurricane or a weather-related disaster, go to our website, wjbf.com, and click on this story. I'll have that posted in a couple of minutes. Back to you, Jenny.